Last night was tough. Yesterday was tough. Because I had to make a will. That's not easy at all. To think that you may not be here. But you want to make sure everybody's.
So yeah, we are here to fully remove the bladder.
What questions do you have for me, son?
No, I got questions.
Son, I want you to pray.
Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for waking us up this morning, Lord. Forgive us for our sins, Lord. Please just watch over the doctors, watch over my dad, watch over everybody in this room. Bless their hands, Lord. Just give them the knowledge and wisdom to do what they got to do. We know you're in control of everything. You said ask and you will receive, so we're asking for a great successful surgery, and let them not find anything. And it is what it is. Let your will be done. Thank you for everything. In Jesus' name, amen.
Where's my son?
I'm right here.
I got a treat.
Yes, sir.
We'll bring him back in one piece.
It might be the same. And they told me my surgeries.
Wow. How's your health, brother? How you feeling?
I'm getting there. You see what I got on, right?
That's why I was asking how your health was.
Yeah, I'm getting there. See?
Brian, what did they have to do?
I had blood clots.
Okay.
And they amputated, But I work with it.
Man.
Yeah, I'm amputated. So I get that work on a couple times a day. Keep the blood circulating, blood flowing, but it's a new normal.
Nope.
Has Prime ever dealt with mental health?
Yeah, shoot, I was on the side highway trying to kill myself, trying to off me. You're darn right I did. I went to a phase that God was calling me collect. I ain't want to accept the charges because I knew it was going to cost me them draws. It was going to cost me in the Delilah and Jezebel and Sue and Helen. And hey, man, I can do a lot of things, but I can't do this now, Lord.
Yeah.
And I ain't want to be fake with it. I ain't want to be phony with it. So I went through my first divorce. So now your kids are taken from you. And that's the only thing you feel like love you. Because ain't nothing else. It's real. The only thing that you feel like love you is that thing that came out your seed. So I'm like, dang, my kid's gone. I'm still here. I think I was 3 for 4 that day, man. About 3 stolen bases. And double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And I was going down the highway, Cincinnati, and I was playing Kurt Franklin, Conqueror. Ironic. I'm about to off myself, and I'm playing Conqueror. What kind of Conqueror are you punk? You sitting up there looking in the rear view, looking in the side view, and you sitting up there trying to off yourself. And I ran my car off the highway, dog. And I got to the end, it was like, and I was still here. And I remember the police came down and they knocked on my window. They said, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Somebody ran you off the road?" I said, "No." Because I wasn't a liar. I've never been a liar, and I told the truth. And my attorney at the time, Eugene Parker, who's passed now, he said, "Look, either I'm going to get you some help, or we're going to have to step away from the game and get yourself together some type of way. Because this is real." Pills right in front of these guys, and they still don't see me. Because they saw Prime, man. They ain't see Deion crying out for help. They saw Prime. They saw that dude, man. I was on my knees in that room in Cincinnati, Ohio. And it was real. It was like the wind came in. And papers was flying around the room, and the lights bright as like a 747 could have landed in there. And I remember saying, "Lord, if that's you, take me. Lord, take me, take me. Lord, take me, take me, take me. If that's you, take me, take me, take me." I was reciting it like that. And that's when I gave my life to the Lord. And I thought everything was going to be all right. Know that I would be judged by the people that I thought would protect me.
They was.
I thought that was my safe haven, that I'm going to get saved now, so y'all got my back. But I'm looking at y'all and y'all saying he ain't saved, he ain't this, he ain't that. So no, what you really saying, if you had all the things that I have, that you can do this, instead of giving me direction and protection and putting your arms around me, man. And that broke me, dog. Like that. Because I went for comfort and you gave me pain. Every time I talk about this, I almost break down. No one ever came to see me play in high school. My mama was working. She was hustling. My father was doing his thing. He made some gains. My stepfather never came because he was doing his thing. So that allows you to understand prime. So I had to build up this dude inside of me that ain't need nobody. So I ain't need your hand claps. I ain't need your you go boys. I ain't need nothing from you. Because I had to look in that mirror and reconcile with him. Ain't nobody gonna be here. Ain't nobody came to see me play basketball, all state. Ain't nobody see me that come play baseball. Ain't no folks coming to watch you play baseball. And I'm getting drafted by the Kansas City Royals right out of high school. So ain't nobody came to support that cause. So I really don't need that. But some do.
Right.
So I can't put you in the box with me to think you feel like I feel and you could go like I go, because I'm running on a different type of fuel than you are. But my coaches may need it. My kids may need it. My administrators may need it. And I got to understand that they're not me. And that's been the hardest thing, to reconcile that we totally different, man. We move totally different. We think totally different. We are totally different. And I've come to grips with that in who I am. And I'm not all right, but I sure ain't all wrong. I sure ain't all wrong. It's right here.
Yeah.
And you still vlogging? You don't care.
That's
if
what
you
it
don't
comes
care,
down
why
to.
should I?
Yep.
You can't play for us.
Right. Right.
Because if you don't want it for yourself, you surely ain't gonna want it for me. Because you gotta understand, this leads you to that. You gotta get this just to be eligible to get that.
Right.
And if you don't want it, that's a problem.
Right.
High school kids, size-wise, is that something you pay
Yeah.
attention to?
We stereotype everything.
Okay.
You know, I just got in trouble for being honest about stereotypes. But it's the truth. Like if you go on a job interview, what they have? You ask you questions about the job, you get
Right.
requirements. I do too. Everybody does, nobody just talks about it. I have the same ones. And if you look over the history of our game and you look at the quarterbacks, look at the linemen, look at the defensive linemen,
Right.
look at the back. Like I love backs that played linebacker as well.
Right.
Because y'all see it different and y'all physical.
Yep.
I love receivers that played DB because they got a whole different physicality to them. I love DBs that played basketball, baseball.
Skill.
See, all that stuff, we're dead serious about it.
Right.
Because it goes further.
Everybody.
Because I had one kid, I'm not gonna say the state, he was all about him. What I gotta do to be the man? I said, this ain't the school for that.
Yeah.
At the time he walked out, I said, take him off the board. Just the resources though. It was the ideology, the thought process, the forward thinking.
Yeah.
It was meeting me at the crossroad. That's what was involved in that. And sooner or later, you got to really look in the mirror and say, are they gonna get there?
Yeah.
Do they even wanna get there? And I had to ask those questions and really be honest with them, with me and with myself as well as my staff. Bible says that rod and that staff, they comfort me.
Wow.
They can't be confident making 60,000 for the rest of their life. But 70, not that's bad. Anybody that's making 50 and 60, I apologize. I'm not meaning to demean you. But at a college football coach, that's not good. And we got to do better than that. Go on the field first. Number one, you got to have a quarterback that can throw the darn football to win. It's two teams that really were successful. I just said in the SWAC, us and FAMU with Coach Simmons, who was my guy, quarterbacks that can spin it. Because sooner or later you're gonna find yourself down 14. In the MEAC, they had a few that can spin it as well, and they were very successful. Number two, the recruiting now is absurd. What I mean by that is now people are saying, I'll go to HBCU. Ain't nothing wrong with an HBCU. I could do that because now there's a navigational system that leads you from the HBCU realm to the NFL. Once upon a time, it was diverted. It wasn't happening. So it's so many things that that we left behind that you can glean from. I really believe that, and I honestly believe that, and I understand the business acronym must change though. The business model must change.
Where, you elevate, but there will always be moments of adversity.
Right.
And that adversity is the altitude sickness. Do you ever think that there will be a moment that you won't be able to elevate as you visualize?
I never think about failing. I'm not a failure. I've won everywhere I've gone, all the way back from a shorty. I'm a darn winner, man. That's what I do. Not only a winner, my winning is not based on games. My winning is being in hospital for darn near a month and couldn't move. And then when I got out, they had to carry me to the car, carry me in the house. They had to build ramps up my house, and in the bathroom, I had to have rails on my bathroom. Somebody had to take me in the bathroom, bring me out of the bathroom, put me in the bed, get me out of the bed. Do you understand, for a guy that prided himself on being in shape and being dominant at every darn thing, for someone to carry you, man? Woo, help me, Lord. You have no idea, like mentally, what I went through that season. Then my son, Shiloh, came quite a bit, but Shedeur was there about every day. And I could see every game Shedeur ever played in his life, Shiloh as well, but he went to South Carolina for a year. Mm-hmm. I coached him. I had never been away from him, coaching him, being on the sideline. So I'm watching the games and I'm seeing 74% completion percentage, 72, 70, 68. And he said, Dad, I need you. He said, Dad, I need you. I'm tougher on my kids than anybody. You want me to give you an example that you probably didn't know about?
What's that?
I had a rule, you probably seen it on video, that if you're late, you ain't playing. Mm-hmm. Now you gotta understand, if my meetings start at 7 o'clock, they better have butts and seats by 6:45. I'm probably gonna start by 6:53, 6:55, okay? Consistently.
All right, Tom Coughlin.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm trying to prepare them for life. Yeah. I'm not trying to prepare them for this. I'm trying to prepare them for life. My son came after the break that we left, getting back ready to play the championship game. Came at 6:55. The whole team was seated, already in place, and he walks in. I said, get out. He didn't play in the championship game because my rules are my rules. And I can't change it just because you my son and you have my blood. My rules are my rules. And that's what I chose. I'm all or nothing. Like, let's go, let's get it. Because I know me, I'm not gonna wanna go back and forth to Denver to get that done every week. And it was aggressive, it was extremely aggressive. And one of those looks that I had when it was going on with Shedeur and Shiloh at the draft at the house, it had nothing to do with the draft. I'm thinking about it, I got this surgery coming up in a couple weeks. It had nothing to do with that. like I got the surgery coming up in a couple weeks. And let me tell you one part.
Wait, Tom, you knew this while the draft was going on?
Yeah.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. They didn't.
You watching,
Yeah, watching my sons get done like this.
You were watching that while you were going through that.
Yeah. But you know what? Throughout the whole process, I never said, Lord, why? I never said, hi. I never said, Lord, why? I never said, Lord, why? I only said, Lord, show me.
Yeah.
Show me what you're trying to do.